Hello, my loves. Welcome or welcome back to Vovo Drag Tarot. I, of course, am Joni Vovo, a drag artist based in Sydney's Inner West in Sydney, Australia. And this is my cat, Azuki. It's really, really windy today, so she's being very psycho and also very clingy at the same time, which is an interesting combo. Oh, poor thing. So this is a general reading for the Pisces collective. So if Pisces is your sun, moon, or rising, this video is for you. Just take what messages resonate. Since this is a general reading for many people watching on, not everything might apply to your situation. So just take what fits and leave the rest for someone else watching on. I'll be doing a Celtic cross today using a Rider-Waite deck. We'll look at your current situation, a challenge you might be facing, as well as some general advice and a potential outcome. And while I do look at what's coming up in the future and a potential outcome, just know that you're the master of your own life. So make your own choices and just use this as a chance to have a bit more clarity and insight about your situation. If you'd like to support me, please like and subscribe. Or let me know where you're watching from. Leave a comment below. Where in the world are you? I know a lot of my viewers are in the US or the UK, but I'd love to hear where you're dialing in from. I also do personal readings, so if you'd like to book one, have a look in the description box and just follow the link there. All right, well, that's enough of the preamble. So let's jump in. Are you ready? You ready? All right, so you're exhausted. You're tired. A lot's been going on. And you're questioning whether you've got it in you to continue. So you might be at a point where you're like, nah, I'm out. It's too much. Yeah, but this has come in inverted, which means you probably feel very defeated and you're ready to tap out. Dare I say, maybe you're considering rallying yourself so that you can, whatever your situation is, give it just one more go. Just push on. Maybe the finish line is in sight and maybe you don't know how to get there, but you're like, okay, let's keep going. I've got this. Otherwise, maybe you're just taking some time out at the moment, just resting, bed brodding, trying to rest and recover from everything that's happened. So however this applies to your life, just take care of yourself. Rest, recoup. Let's keep going. Okay, so leading up to this, you've been very, very generous with your time, energy, and resources. You've probably been, giving out a lot of your time and energy to lots of people around you. And maybe that's why you're feeling a bit burnt out and a bit exhausted at the moment. It's great to be generous, but also make sure you're giving to yourself as well. Let's keep going. Oh, my loves. So it's causing you just a great deal of distress at the moment. Perhaps you're lying in bed at night just staring at the ceiling thinking, just replaying stories throughout, replaying the stories of what's happened, just cyclical thoughts going round and round in your head. So maybe all these situations where you were investing a lot of yourself, maybe it didn't turn out the way you'd hoped. Maybe this has to do with different relationships or friendships or romantic or work, whatever it might be. You've invested a lot and you're exhausted and burnt out, and perhaps things haven't gone the way that you would have hoped with these people or situations. And you're there thinking, oh, why am I doing this? Why have I given so much? Why have I pushed myself to the point of exhaustion? Was it worth it? Did I even get anything out of it? Did I just waste my time and energy or waste my emotions? And anyway, there's a lot of stuck energy here. And like I said, it very much looks like you're at the point of burnout. Okay, let's keep going. what did I say? A lot of stuck energy. So I guess it's got you questioning about where you invest your time and energy. You've probably pulled back a fair bit, and yeah, you're kind of just assessing things and seeing things from a different perspective. You're like, um, or maybe because this came in inverted, maybe you're struggling to have clarity about the situation. Like, even if you are taking time out to rest and reflect, perhaps there's still a bit of confusion about all these different people, places where you're investing. And you're, I suppose, thinking, will you continue to invest in those areas? Is it worth it? Will it lead anywhere? But I suppose at the moment you don't have a lot of clarity about this. Maybe you need more information. Maybe you don't see things clearly at the moment. If there's a work situation and you're thinking, oh, do I quit? Do I keep endeavoring? Do I find another job? So these are all the thoughts racing through your mind, and you kind of haven't landed on an answer just yet. Oh, my loves, I hope you're taking care of yourself. All right, and so you're very much... You're probably going back and forth here on how to move forward. If we just use the job example, you're like, I'm gonna quit. And then the next moment you're like, oh no, I should stay. It's a regular income, it pays the bills. And then the next moment you're like, no, I'm gonna quit. So you've got perhaps a lot of impulsive, or just, I won't say reckless, but you've got a lot of thoughts where you're like, oh, I'm just going to leave. I'm just going to stop talking to that person. I'm just going to block them. I'm going to quit. Never speak to them again. Like, you've got a lot of those sort of reactive thoughts, but then at the same time, you're pulling back and being like, oh, no, I shouldn't be that extreme. Maybe I should keep investing. Maybe I should stick around. Maybe I should try just see it out for a little bit longer, see how it goes. But you're very much flip-flopping between those two extremes and very much not landing on an answer. And all these thoughts are just swirling around your head. And nothing sort of clicked yet into a clear direction or clear path of how to navigate forward with this. All right, let's keep going. Oh, okay, so I guess what you don't see about this situation is you're very action oriented. So we've got Pentacles, which is very practical. We've got Nine of Wands, Knight of Wands, which is all about just being very bold and I suppose making decisions to shape and direct your life. But what you don't see about this is if you potentially take a step back and just allow things to play out, the answer may come to you rather than you having to take action. So, if at your job you're like, do I stay, do I go? There's a potential that if you just just chill for a bit, the way forward is going to present itself to you. So perhaps you'll be offered a different position in the company. Perhaps a workmate who's really difficult to work with maybe they'll leave or go to a different branch, or a different, office or whatever. So it looks like there's very much potential for your situation to shift and change, but it's not necessarily going to be something that you're going to have to force and drive and create and be decisive and action-oriented on. If you allow things to play out, there's going to be opportunities for, I guess, other people to improve your situation. Perhaps if you've got a problem in a certain friendship, maybe if you just, be patient, pull your energy back a bit, maybe that person is going to come in with some new offer of how the friendship or relationship could improve, or your workplace is going to come in with an offer. So yeah, just be open and receptive for how people and situations may come to you with an answer of how to resolve all this stuck energy. Does that make sense? So yeah, like I said, you don't need to be so bold and action-oriented and decisive. Just let things play out. There's the possibility and chance it's going to play out in your favor, and it's going to improve by itself. Oh, so a lot of stuck energy here. So the advice is to, yeah, so there's some, let's just say, let's just say there's a lot of drama going on. And you're in the thick of it. You're in the thick of this drama, and you probably feel like you're stuck. So it might be a toxic workplace, a toxic friendship, a toxic relationship. Just the dynamics, the energy, it's just not working. It's not allowing you to, live your best life, to thrive. So I guess the advice is to see things for what they are. So not to over dramatize, and also not to see it through rose-colored glasses, but to see things very clearly for what they are. So so back at the start, you've been very generous and open and investing a lot. How are people responding to that? Are they abusing your openness and generosity? Are they just taking from you or stealing from you and not being open and generous in return? So it seems that some of the advice here is about being discerning of where and how you put your time and energy. If it's a toxic situation, then like we had here back with the Empress, it might be that you need to pull your energy back, stop investing in the toxicity, and when you pull back, then it allows other people to, I guess, well, it means they'll stop leeching off you and taking from you. And by doing that, it's going to shift the dynamics of the situation, shift the dynamics of the relationship, of the workplace. And when you step back, it creates a bit of a void, a bit of a vacuum. And then other people will realize just how much you've been investing. And, their response, they might have all sorts of responses. They might be aggro about it. They're like, why aren't you giving to me anymore? Why aren't you investing? Or there might be, it might allow them to have a moment to realize, this person or you, this is how much value they were adding. This is how much they were giving and putting in. And it'll give them a chance to see your value and worth. Like, I'm very much guessing that your generosity is being taken for granted. People don't see it. They don't acknowledge it. They just take it and it's leaving you exhausted and burnt out and questioning, why did I invest? Why did I bother? Pull back your energy. Allow people to stop letting people just take from you and use you. Create that void, create that vacuum, and that's going to potentially shift and change the situation, rather than you just rage quitting and leaving, or rather than you just continuing ahead, doing the same thing, continuing to invest and continuing to allow people to steal from you. Does that make sense? Okay. Yeah, so everyone knows that you're a hard worker. Well, mate, I know I said before people aren't aware how much you invest, but you are a hard worker, and there's people taking advantage of that. So just stop it. Like I said, doesn't mean that you completely leave the situation. Doesn't mean that you have to be, angry or demonstrative about it. Just be discerning. Pull back your energy. See what happens. Yeah, and you very much want things to come back into balance. You are a generous person. You are a hard worker. But it shouldn't be all on your shoulders. It shouldn't all be your responsibility. You shouldn't be carrying everyone. It should be equal give and take, right? Your value and worth, whether it's, work, family, romantic, friends, whatever, your value and worth should be appreciated, acknowledged, reciprocated. So you want things to come back into balance. So be discerning, pull back your energy, allow people to see exactly how much you're investing, and then they can have a think about themselves and what they're contributing or not contributing, and how much they're relying on you and how much they're taking from you. Okay. So like I said, you're still stuck for the time being. So we're still in this hangman energy. And for now, the way forward, it's not going to present itself just yet. You're possibly going to be in this timeout, stagnant energy for a bit longer. But like I said, sit back in your own power and awesomeness. Pull back your energy. And then in time, like this, a new way forward, a new offer is going to come in. So this might, again, work situation, there might be some offer that acknowledges your hard work and provides you with a way forward where you're not going to be burnt out. Or if it's in a friendship, someone else might be coming in with an offer saying, this is what I want to contribute. I can see that you've done all this hard work and, I haven't been investing. So here I am. I'm ready to invest and ready to return, return energy to you since you've been investing so much. Does that make sense? Sorry, I feel like this was a little vague. But yeah, Pisces, persevere. I know you're tired. I know you're burnt out. Rest, recover, create space by withdrawing your energy a bit, be discerning, and then allow other people to respond. And you might be surprised at what happens when people realize how much they were relying on you. All right, let's have a quick look at the bottom of the deck. I don't know which way the deck was. Anyway. Yeah, so pulling back your energy, defending your position, going to perhaps create a bit of disharmony with the people around you. Yeah, it's gonna take a bit more work, but the finish line is in sight. But you'll be in this wonderful position of your own power and authority. Without people just undermining you and taking from you and taking you for granted. So you're going to return to your own power and energy, which is good. All right, my Pisces, I'm going to leave that there. I hope that was helpful. If you have any feedback, leave it in the comments below. Otherwise, my loves, I'll see you next time. Bye.